It's the event that everyone is waiting for. The fear.
I'm so New York, I took the train to get over here.
The energy.
Back to the Pilot's Desk. I'm your host, Flight 96, representing that hip hop is real, representing that big upstairs. And this weekend is one of the biggest weekends. We got Chrome 23, we got Queen of the Ring, and we got the card we're talking about today, Homecoming 2. Get your pay-per-view for all of them if you haven't, because you're going to want to be a part of history. And if you're in New York, pop out to these events. Show up, support the culture. This is going to be a weekend that you want to be involved in, because this has the potential of shaking a lot of things up. And speaking of potential of shaking a lot of things up, I got to get right into the main event. New Jersey Twork, Murda Mook, a generational matchup. We have seen Twork's arguably best year this year versus Murda Mook, who is making his return to URL, who is making his return to Irving Plaza. The last time we saw him was against Gotti, and I think he's looking for a repeat of that exact same thing. But he's going up against a focused and prepared Twork. This is somebody who I've seen in interviews talk about how he switched up a couple of things and is in his preparation style. He told me in Houston, maybe no more strapped ins, and that's very scary with somebody who has one of the most electrifying special moves in battle rap. That's up there with the Showtime. That's up there with the remix. The strapped in it's known worldwide. So this is something I'm very, very interested to see as far as this battle goes, because this is, again, Smack era versus New era. And you can't write this stuff in a book. You can't. It speaks for itself. And with all the performances that we've seen, and with all of the talking and the promo leading up to this battle, it makes me think, what are we going to think about this battle 2-3 years from now? I hope this means something 2-3 years from now. I would hope so. I hope this has a lasting impression, like a T-Rex and Young Ill one rounder, like a Chess versus Tay-Rock on Gnome. I want this battle to leave a lasting impression, because this is two generations colliding on the biggest stage possible. And with all that being said, looking at Twork's line of work this entire year versus Mook's, it's definitely lopsided, as you know, Murda Mook has only battled twice. This will be his second battle this year, and Twork has already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 battles underneath his belt this year, and has performed very well in almost all of them. And with that being said, I have to give this battle to Twork, because he has the potential, out of anybody of the newer class, to really get one up on the new era. Kind of like how Geechee Gotti has gotten one up on the vets, you know, the Luxes, the Verbs. I'm not going to say Mook, because we saw what happened last year, but he's been able to lead the charge in the new era, and I think Twork is finally getting to that spot, and I'm so happy to see it. I'm so happy to see this matchup, period, because again, this is a generational matchup. This is old school versus new school, as raw and uncut as it gets. And I got Twork 2-1. If Mook goes first, man, if Mook goes first, he has to set the tone very well. Whoever goes first in this particular battle has to set the tone very, very well, because their main event, there's going to be 2, 3, 4 more battles before them, and they have to make sure that crowd is still hyped for this mega matchup. But I got Twork 2-1 because I just don't see him stopping this role that he's been on this year. And everybody's like, oh, why are we giving him awards for, for Stop Choking? I'm like, bro, that's awesome. Wouldn't you want somebody who you see all of this potential in, but somehow there's discrepancies, there's mess ups, there's mistakes. Wouldn't you want them to finally get it together? And now Twork's finally got it together, and now he's battling Murda Mook on one of the biggest battle rap events of this year. Wouldn't you want him to succeed? And then on the flip side, this speaks to the longevity of Murda Mook. The man who's helped lay this foundation that we know as battle rap, that helped put the bricks on the wall, that helped install all the pictures, all the fixtures, all the lights. Wouldn't you be happy that this guy is still wanting to come back and show why he's one of the best to ever do it? That's just my opinion, but Twork 2-1 in an amazing battle. I can't wait to see it. Moving on to Gotti versus Sirius Jones. Now, this is the first time we've seen Sirius Jones in a couple years, I believe. The last time we saw him was against Chilla in Jones versus Jones. Great marketing, by the way. And Gotti, whose last battle was Jay the Nightwing. If you want to watch that on the URL app, he was going crazy. Him and Jay had a goodie. Geechee's out for revenge, guys. I don't want y'all to fall for the okie doke. Geechee is out for revenge. Sirius, I hope you are ready for this, because I don't think he wants what happened with the Murda Mook battle to ever happen again. And he was looking at you the entire time. I believe he even spit some of his first round on Twitter, Instagram, something like that, where he's also saying like, oh, my battle with Super Hot Fire is more, I'm taking this more serious than the Sirius Jones battle. Man, don't y'all fall for this okie doke, man. Don't y'all fall for this okie doke. This Gotti is coming for revenge. He's out for revenge. And 9 times out of 10, when Geechee wants to accomplish something on that battle rap stage, he gets it done. We've seen it. He wanted to beat Loaded Lux. People say it was an arguably a 2-1 victory. People say he wants to. People say he went at it and wanted to be the new guy from, to be the new star from that point, and 3-time champion of the year, going for yet another belt this year. He's a possible Cody candidate this year, along with New Jersey Twork. Sirius Jones, who is coming back after a couple years away, and I think this is the best battle for him to come back to, honestly. Geechee is such a great test for people in battle rap nowadays, because I feel like if you can hang in there with Geechee, you can pretty much hang in there with anybody else. He's proven to be that standard bearer now. Y'all gotta talk, I'm talking about now. I'm not talking about of the overall spectrum of I'm talking about in the current state of battle rap. Geechee Gotti is a standard bearer. He is I don't want to say gatekeeper, but he's a top name, top superstar. He's a main eventer. And I think Sirius Jones testing himself against this level of competition of the new era is a great thing to see. I just can't bet against Gotti when Gotti wants to actually go out for revenge. When Gotti says if he wants to do something, 9 times out of 10 he's gonna get it done. And I've seen him get it done. I've seen him walk into enemy territory and succeed. I've seen him walk to go on Chrome 23. I believe they were in Jersey, but it was most a Philly crowd. But Geechee had one of the most viral moments in that battle. He's been on a legacy run of himself, battling Hollahan in Canada, Jay Mills, Coffee, Emerson Kennedy, a 2-on-2 with Tay-Rock against Nitty and Twork. Again, another great back and forth with Jay the Nightwing that just recently, was on Traffic. I got Gotti 2-1 against Sirius Jones, man. It's hard for me to bet against Geechee Gotti in any sort of circumstance, because he's gonna be Geechee and he's gonna give you something every single time. Now, the wow factor and the question mark is Sirius Jones, because Sirius Jones can just pop out on that stage and give us a grand performance and everybody just be... I don't want anybody to be dumbfounded if that happens, because he has the potential to do it. 100%, he has the potential to do it. But I against Geechee in this day and age, I don't know. I hope for the best. I want classics all around, but if I had to pick one, man, it's got to be Geechee Gotti. Moving on to what I think is going to be the battle of the night. I said it, and I will die on this hill. Chess versus T-Rex is going to be the battle of the night, because to me, this has the most potential to literally shake the entire room. We've seen Rex on that stage. Amazing. We've seen Chess on that stage. Amazing. We have seen, also, Rex is in rare form now. You guys see that big K battle? You guys see that second round? Are you kidding me? Rex is in a different bag, and I love to see it. I love to see the legends getting their groove back and finding that 3-point spot every single time and it land. I can't wait for this. Also, Chess is a young vet. Y'all gotta start giving Chess a lot more respect for him being this, I believe, 24, 25? I'm 27 and I'm still amazed at the whole thing. Y'all got to give him a lot more respect, because Chess's scene has been against some of the best performances, period. Twork, Tay-Rock, Geechee, JC. I can keep going on and on. I mean, he stood in front of Loaded Hollows and was able to, you know, live and talk about it. Listen, man, this one's even hard for me. This is a very difficult battle for me to even judge, because I just have this feeling that Rex is gonna give us one of those hat slam Rexes, man. No mixtape bars, just performance, rocking the crowd. Them shotgun shells is red and lime green. When I squeeze, it looked like a Gucci crime. I think we're gonna get one of those, people. I really do. I also, Chess is gonna walk on with a bomber jacket and all he has to do is, it's time to set the tone. And as soon as he get into that slogan, it's gonna get crazy. We've seen him do amazing things on that Urban Plaza stage. Tay-Rock, y'all forgot about the People's Elbow. Y'all forgot about the look like Michael Jackson in the Y'all forgot about that? Y'all forgot about Advocate. Advocate. Come on, man. I will NASCAR tag your shit. I don't need to do this. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But if I have to pick, and this is very, very hard for me to pick between this, because this is battle of the night. This has all of the energy. I got to give it to Chess, man. Because Chess's writing ability, just what he does with that pen and pad and how he pieces his punchlines together when he's on, right? When he's on and he's rapping and when he says, I can put a period at the end of it. I get that, because he does that. But then you're going up against an undeniable T-Rex, a guy who will, if their battle rap had a Hall of Fame, shout out to my brother Marv One. If battle rap had a Hall of Fame, he'd be first ballot 100%. 100%. But I got Chess 2-1 in an amazing battle. But from all of the energy to all of the physicality, this next matchup, Shotgun Suge versus Ace Amin. Shoulder bumps, pocket checks, you name it. We're going to get it all. I was very impressed with what Ace Amin did against Rum Nitty. The sweet chin music, the shoulder bump, all of it. All of it. And it was so funny. I interviewed Ace Amin and he's like, 06 Rum Nitty. He said he's going to lose 03, 06 Rum Nitty. and went up there and had one of his best performances. I love that Ace has this sarcastic way of promoting, where he'll tell you like, man, I'm about to lose, man. I'm really about to lose. I mean, he's the best, you know, he's this, and this. But this is gonna be a very physical match. This is Shotgun Suge we're talking about, people. Love him, hate him. Shotgun Suge is the gatekeeper of battle rap. If you want to make it somewhere in battle rap, you gotta see Shotgun Suge at any point in time. You have to, honestly, because this is that bully at the end of the hallway that you keep avoiding, but you gotta deal with him. You gotta deal with him. Either you win or you lose. One of the two, you have to deal with him. And Suge is a legend in his own right. Suge has given us, this will be his 62nd URL battle. You know how crazy that is? Don't give him a cake. Don't do none of that. I don't know if he would want any of that. But man, give Shotgun Suge his flowers, man. Make sure you give Shotgun Suge his flowers, because for him to be at this stage of his career and still being able to give us this hype for these big marquee matchups against Ace Amin at Homecoming, at Irving Plaza. We've seen what he's done. We've seen the jackhammers. You know, we've seen the Big T. Look at Sandra Bland in the fit. We've seen that. And I don't think we're gonna get something. I think he's also gonna want to redeem himself from the Fonz battle, respectfully. I think he wants to. So, and Ace I think he's gonna continue that momentum. But in this battle, man, I got Shotgun Suge 2-1, respectfully, because I just know he knows what to do in these situations. He knows what to do. He knows how to. I think he thrives in these types of situations where they put him up against somebody who could possibly out-rap him. But when he gets on that stage, it's a whole different show, man. It's a whole different show, and I think Shotgun Suge is going to show why he's lasted as long as he's lasted in this game. Moving on to Swamp versus Lou Castro. Now, before I say anything, Lou Castro, don't bully me. Don't say it all caps. You better be saying I'm winning, because I am. But I have to give some flowers to Swamp before I get to my explanation as to why I think Lou Castro is going to win this battle. Swamp is coming off of a Battle of the Year contender with Chef Trez again in that band battle. I don't think that's getting the enough respect as it is, because that is a focused Swamp, a Swamp who is confident in his material, who is like, it's like there was that moment versus Tay-Rock at Summer Madness last year where I'm not going like that. I loved every single minute of that. Because Swamp is a fighter, dog. Swamp faced Rum Nitty in a tournament and lived to talk about it. He went to Summer Madness and did not disappoint against Tay-Rock whatsoever. I think Swamp is about to show people, hey man, I'm really one of them. But then they got the big dog. Then they got Lou Castro, who I just think he's just still. I think Lou Castro is about to get back into that hungry phase. You know, when he was battling DNA, when he was battling Rum Nitty, when he was battling Arsenal on a last minute thing at Summer Madness. He's about. I think that hunger is back from Lou, man. I really do. And I think that's the edge that gives me the prediction for him to win. That's the edge. That's the edge for me. I honestly just think he wants this just a little bit more. Now, I could be wrong in all of these predictions. I could be absolutely wrong and Swamp goes out there and 30s Lou Castro. But I honestly think in Irving Plaza, in New York City, I don't think Luke Castro's going to go down without a fight. But so in that case, I have Luke Castro with the victory 2-1 in a great battle. Shouts out to both of these guys. They've been putting crazy work. I can't wait for this battle. Last battle that we're going to talk about is Arsenal versus Miss Hustle. Now, I'm not going to lie. URL, I would have loved more females on... Excuse me. I would have loved more women on this card. Respectfully, I would have loved to see Jazz on this card. Respectfully, I would have loved to see Official on this card. Maybe even a Myverse, maybe even a Vixen. Maybe even a First Lady Flames or an E-Heart. But this is a when I love when battle rappers get the matchups that they want, right? Hustle has called out Arsenal before, and this could be, maybe she has something up her sleeve. Maybe she has something for Arsenal that is going to shake the room, it's going to shake the culture. We don't know. I just find it very interesting when these battlers ask for these battles, because what are they going to get out of it? Are they battling this person because they want their opponent to bring something out of them? Because that's where I'm getting this vibe from when it comes to Miss Hustle and Arsenal. This is a legacy battle. These two don't have to battle each other. You know, these are two legends colliding on a really big stage, and this is for our pure entertainment. This is something that I think isn't going to affect anybody's record like that, but I think the competitiveness is still there. I see this being a sleeper battle just a little bit, but I do think there's going to be some great moments. I think Hustle is going to show out quite a lot in this battle. She's coming off of an incredible battle with Eunice. I will die on this hill as that being one of the best battles of this year. If you haven't seen Eunice versus Miss Hustle from Final Exams, I urge you to go watch that battle, because there was a lot of just high level of competitiveness between a rookie trying to prove himself in Eunice versus Miss Hustle, who's been a vet, who's been around for all these years, and still is finding some sort of hunger in all of this. She's had great battles this year. Her and Myverse from Outside. Great fucking battle. Good on y'all. And again, as I spoke about with Eunice. So in Arsenal, man, Arsenal's beating the game of battle rap on easy, medium, hard difficulty, legend difficulty, all of that. So for me, this is a legacy battle. Who doesn't love to see Arsenal? He's the most disrespectful battle rapper of all time. He's a legend. He is a trailblazer. He's, again, I put him in the same conversation with Mook as a person who's helped lay the foundation for what we know as battle rap. I mean, man, was Arsenal one of the first people to go overseas, have a classic with HHIR and say, oh man, us Americans can go over to UK and get that money and travel all over the place, and then go battle Pat Stay, rest in peace to the legend Pat Stay, and go to Canada and prove himself in front of the Canadian crowd. So again, this is Arsenal we're talking about. We know what we're going to expect. So with all that being said, I have to say, I got to give Miss Hustle this battle. You don't ask for something when, you don't ask for something when you have a plan, when you don't have a plan for it. I think Hustle has a plan for it. I don't know what. I'm not saying there's some crazy angle. I'm just saying when a battler asks for a specific battle, it's for a reason. I think it's for reasons for their opponent to bring something out of them. And I think Arsenal is going to bring something out of Miss Hustle that actually might not help him in the long run and give Hustle the edge. So I got Hustle 2-1. I appreciate y'all tapping in with the Pilot's Desk. Shout out to my brothers, Hip Hop is Real. Please go get that Trapafornia merch. Shout out to my brothers, PYB and Trey 4. Fire hoodies. This one's got my name on it. I'm all cool like that. Got the frog on the side. Make sure you get yourself, and also more t-shirts on hiphopisreal.shopify.com. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Twitter is _flight96, and I believe Instagram is flight96 _. So until next time, hopefully we can do these more prediction thoughts more often. I've missed these, so we back to it. See ya.
On Sunday, December the 10th, the event that everyone's been waiting for. URL's Homecoming 2. Catch all of the action live on Caffeine.